Okay, so we have this equation 2x minus 2y equals 19 and x plus 2y equals 9. So one thing that we said that this one stands out is that you have x plus 2y equals 9, and you can get the x alone easily by just subtracting 2y from both sides. So then I have x equals, this becomes a 0 because you have positive 2y and negative 2y. Now I can't combine these two because this one has a y and this one does not. So I can just leave them like that, 9 minus 2y, or I can also write it as negative 2y plus 9, whichever way is fine. So now what I do is I take this equation and I have 3x minus 2y equals 19, and I substitute the value of x right there. So I'm going to have 3 times x. I'm going to go ahead and just choose the first one, 9 minus 2y, and then I bring everything else down. The minus 2y equals 19. I just replaced the x for whatever its value was, 9 minus 2y. So I replaced it. Now I just solve this equation. The thing that stands out to me is the parentheses, and the parentheses means you multiply. So I multiply 3 times 9 and 3 times 2. So 3 times 9 is 27. There's a minus. I bring down the minus. 3 times 2 is 6. So I have that's a y, 6y minus 2y equals 19. When I look at that equation, something that stands out to me the most is the y's. There's two y terms, so I can combine like terms. Negative 6y and negative 2y, I get a total of 8 y's, and they're both negatives because they're both negatives right there. So it's negative 8y equals 19. Then this one, I noticed that we're struggling. This is called the two-step equation because the y is first being multiplied by 8 and then subtracted from 27. So the last thing is being subtracted from 27. The 27 is positive. So if I want to get rid of the 27, I subtract 27 from both sides. So now 27 minus 27 is 0. I put that 0 right there. Minus 8y equals, then 9 minus 27 is negative 8. And then here, if I want to get the y alone, I divide both sides. Don't forget that negative 8. So I get y equals, this becomes a 1, this becomes a 1, y equals 1. Now I got my y. My y is equal to 1. So now I got to go back to this one and get my x. Okay? So the x is equal to 9 minus 2 times whatever the y is. I'm going to substitute it again. Substitution, 1. And then I have x equals 9 minus 2 times 1 is 2, and that gives me 7. 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. So the solution is 7 and 1. I usually put it like that. Remember, the x goes first, then the y. Now I'm going to show you elimination method. And, once again, I use substitution because I waited because it's ugly and long, but let me show you how fast the elimination method is. 3x minus 2y equals 19 and x plus 2y equals 9. When I look at that equation, these two terms stand out to me because they're opposites and they cancel each other out. So elimination is the best one. So plus this, you eliminate it, and then you just add them. So 3x plus x, that's 4x equals 19 plus 9 is 28. And then I want to get the x alone, so I divide by 4. So I get x equals 7. Oh, I got x equals 7. So now I got to get the y. So I got to use one of the equations. X plus 2y equals 9. So my x is 7, so I put 7 plus 2y equals 9. I subtract 7 from both sides, and I get 2y equals 2. Divide both sides by 2, I get y equals 1. Again, so I don't know. This to me seems a little bit easier or simpler than this other stuff, but you can choose whichever one you want. Okay, thank you.